What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil Code Veronica X. Decided to switch around my weapons just because I want to give a little bit of a showcase for all the weapons that we have, and decided that our rifle, assault rifle, whatever you want to call it, hasn't had enough screen time, so we're going to be rocking that for a while. It's definitely useful for taking down enemies. It has like little stun animations for all the enemies. Not exactly stun, but you're shooting them with so many bullets that they can't get to you fast enough. So I think that's pretty funny. We're going to be using that for a while. Now we have the turntable key. We're going to go use it. We're going to move on to different parts of the prison. Brand new places. Can't wait. I really hope nothing gets in the way, though.
Long time no see, Chris.
Wesker? Still alive? What are you doing here?
I came for Alexia.
Who?
An organization hired me to capture her.
Wait, you attacked the island! And my sister!
You have no idea how much I hate you. You destroyed my plans, so now I've sold my soul to a new organization. Now, die. Here's a little secret, Chris. I figured out that your sister is now in the Antarctic with Alexia. It's too bad you won't be seeing her again. Alexia?
Oh my god, they weren't completely gone! Wesker, you monster! You saved one Bandersnatch for me! And he's gone. Yeah, that's the only Bandersnatch that Chris will ever fight in his part of the campaign. just for whatever reason, there was one Bandersnatch left. And now he's dead. We just destroyed an entire species of bioweapon. Thanks, Wesker. And speaking of Wesker, God, he is such a cool character. Just the way he talks. The way he talks, he's a bit menacing, and I've noticed a lot of people really like him as a villain. And I'm glad. But I gotta say, if I'm gonna pick a favorite, the one here in Code Veronica is actually voiced by Richard Waugh, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and he was Wesker for Code Veronica 0 and 4. So you got good performances there, but personally, I'm more liking DC Douglas and his rendition of Wesker, who is the current voice of Wesker for all the games after 4. And he does a fantastic job. And they all just have this tone of pure douchey evil. Just like, you can't defeat me, Chris. Something like that. It's like Saturday morning cartoon villain, and I love every second of any of the Wesker's performances. Just because they're so goofy. So I am glad that Wesker did make his comeback here in Code Veronica. Definitely well needed, and I love Chris's reaction. You're alive? You attacked my sister! How does he know that? He doesn't. The only thing Wesker said is, I know that your sister's in the Arctic. That's all he said, and somehow Chris was able to surmise, you hurt my sister, I'll kill you, you bastard! Maybe this is what fueled, like, Chris's love for working out and buffing up, because he's... Like, we won't see Chris Redfield for a while. He comes back in a spin-off game, and that does shed some more light on the story, but it never explains how he got so buff. How he got so, like, chiseled man meat. And when he comes back in Resident Evil 5, it is the funniest thing you've ever seen, his transformation. Because right now he's just like STARS operative. He's just an officer. If there's a distress call, he's coming in, he's gonna solve the problem. Later on, he decides, you know what, I should probably, beef up a bit. I need to be able to defend myself, especially from, like, superpower Mega Wesker. It is the best thing ever. Like, I think Code Veronica X is the point where they're just like, okay, Chris has a reason to get stronger now. Wesker, he's stronger, so Chris has to get stronger. And I always love when Chris and Wesker are in the same room, in the same game. It always makes for not only comedy, but actually some pretty decent, like, ooh, story. I don't know how that's supposed to describe things. But hey, we finally used the blue indigo card. This is the last place you have to use it. And it's finally gone. So you turn on the vent and everything is as it should be now. So now you have technically another shortcut into this part of the area, and we can actually go back and hit the stairs. I don't know if I'll go back and reuse the turntable just to bring it back to its original position, because now we have a way to go all the way around the facility, and we won't have to do that. And I think I actually left the shotgun in the item box, which is bad. No, wait, it should be on the wall, because then I wouldn't have been able to get to the manhole. Alright, get out of here. I didn't bring my explodey bullets, so this is gonna have to do. How is he still alive? Man! Talk about a bullet sponge. That took so much. I've got 10% left. Oh, jeez. Alright. So that was a bit of a bust. I didn't expect a hunter to show up and take all my bullets. So, you know what? I actually forgot something. I'll be right back. It's very important on what I'm about to show you, so one sec. Okay. Note here. When you get to this point in the game, you're going to want to bring your handgun. We're going to be powering up our handgun. Because if you remember, we came here as Claire. We checked around here. I got some handgun bullets. And now, as Chris, we get the element. And as Claire, when we came here, there were modifications for a handgun, but we didn't have the right gun. Come here as Chris, he can upgrade his Glock. So now it is an enhanced handgun. It deals so much more damage. And I think it has a higher probability of critical hits, but I believe this game is before they implement... Well, not exactly, because there were critical hits all over the place. Just know that it's a more powerful handgun. If a zombie takes 6 shots, it now takes 5. So you're dealing more damage in less amount of time. It's always good to upgrade any weapon that you have. And in all honesty, I probably should have ditched Claire's handgun, put it in the box so Chris could have it. But to be fair, the handgun Chris gets is nothing to sneeze at. It's a very good weapon now. Originally it was just like pew pew, nothing's dying, but now it's actually dealing a lot more damage. We have both chemical elements. We just need to get that eagle plate. But how do we get the eagle plate? If you remember back in the model area where we used the tank model, there was a place for those 3 crests that we originally had. Which means we need to go back to get those crests. Again, a lot of backtracking, but it all makes sense structurally. Uh-oh. Nope. Crap. Okay. Oh, how is he still alive? Shouldn't be after that. Alright. We're good. Hunters are gone. Got everything. I don't think I'm going to hit an item box here, because we're just about to hit one, if you can see where I'm going with this. And there's nothing else here. If you thought you could go back to the palace, all that wreckage is in front of the door, so no going there. So we're actually going to hit the elevator, and we're going to go back to the... I don't know what you would call this, the docking station for the airplane. I know that's not right, and I completely butchered that, but yeah, where Claire and Steve left with their airplane, we're going to go back through this part of the level and pick up the 3 proofs. That's where they were, not crests, but proofs. and then we can advance more. So you know what? Not bad. It's not a bad way to do a callback. Personally, I don't really want to come back here because of a couple certain things that they do here. But you know what? I'll get over it. I'm out of acid rounds. Not the end of the world. That's why I brought extra explosives. Oh, jeez. So, apparently, acid rounds, they still do a lot of damage. Like, there are some points where I'm getting one-shot kills on hunters. But for some reason, they are being very resilient. Not sure if I like that or not. If I remember correctly, last time we came here, yes, the bridge was open. And if you try to use that, because we do eventually need to go over to those proofs, which are right over there, so we need to lower the bridge. Problem is, and I know I didn't show it, but if you try to use the handle again, the oil pressure's off. So we need to come in here, the only place that we can go to, and readjust the oil pressure. Let's see, there's still a bunch of zombies down there. Place your bets now, one of those zombies getting up. Because you know they're getting up. Just look at them. You know they're getting up. But now it's puzzle time. We need to get the oil pressure back in line. You need to have it at 7 liters. Only then will the oil pressure be back where it needs to be. And then you're done. This puzzle is actually very simplistic. So you notice the bottom one can have up to 10 liters here. You have a 3 and a 5, and unfortunately the 1 is gone. So what we're going to do is, we're basically going to trick the system. If you get it up to 8, and then you use 3, you notice there's still 1 left up there with 3. So what we're going to do, in order to get 7, we're going to use the remaining 1 here in the 3. It only counts for 1, and then it refills to 3. I'm going to use 3 again. 1 plus 3 plus 3 equals 7. I know simple math. There we go. Easiest way to do that. Like a lot of guides will tell you to use 5s at one point. Don't do that. Hey, look at that. Whoever placed their bet saying that the zombies were going to get up right after that puzzle, you know how Resident Evil works. Let's go ahead and try out our brand new Glock. It's unfortunate that I can't see. Hey, there we go. Well, it looks like it's doing something at least. Is that it? Okay, that's it. So, not bad on damage. I think we only had to go through 1 full clip. And right here, notice that that zombie that was up against the wall was actually sitting on top of these shotgun shells. I think if you were able to move that model and have Claire pick those up, I think it would ruin the game. Because you don't get to pick up shotgun shells until you're in the Arctic with Claire, where you have the opportunity to unlock that safe, and there you go, there's your first instance of shotgun shells, but look at that, you can't use them. It was specifically made for Chris in mind. So I'm thinking, if I know programming well, and if you do something out of line that the coding isn't prepared for, you can crash the game. But I'm trying to think, I don't think that would be too much of a crash. Because Claire is able to pick up shotgun ammo. So, I'm not a coding genius, don't even take my word for this, this is just my own personal thoughts. But now that I know how a lot more coding works with video games, I try to see, is like, would this crash it? Would this do it? Hey, get your explodey ammo ready, because they pulled a dirty trick on you for lowering the bridge. Let's wait for it. He's here somewhere. There he is! That is a filthy, dirty trick. Off camera! You cannot see the hunter. If you stand there long enough, chances are he'll run up to you. But going to a different camera angle, he just lunges at you. That is so mean. But we're done. He was the only one on that bridge. Sorry, explosions are funny. Now we can go get those proofs. Wow, those guys went down fast. I'm actually wondering if the Glock has bullets go through one zombie and hit another one, because I barely shot and both of them were dead. I actually haven't tried this before, so bear with me. I'm just going to check this. I'm going to check and see if the submarine is here, because if there is, we can go back to the palace. We're going to break this game. Ah! Yeah, the submarine is back at the palace, so no dice. Darn it! That would have been so cool if you could explore those other areas as Chris. See, I just thought automatically they shut off the palace because they don't want you going there because there's no reason to. But apparently, they thought ahead, as they always do, and they shut it off. So instead, we're going to go and get what we came here for. Literally the one thing we came here for. Or I guess the three things we came here for. Ooh. This is actually where Wesker was. Yeah, if I'm getting my placement correct, this is where Wesker was when he unleashed the hunters. And when he saw, "Chris, my little fishy, come to my hook." That is such a silly line. Cut off the electricity, and now we can get all three of the proofs. The Army, the Navy, and the Air Force? Army, Navy, Air Force? Hey, Air Force proof! And now we are ready to go back. Stupid hunters. I wish there was a way to... Oh, now they're all over the complex, so there's no way we can quell them. We can stop them. They're going to do whatever they want. They're going to show up when the alarm goes off. I'm just going to have to deal with it at this point. Dang it. Thankfully, this is the last game in the Resident Evil series, in the main series, in the numbered sequels and all that, where hunters are a main enemy. Now, this is only going by numbered sequels. Post-X will correct me on this, but I'm not actually sure if the Revelation games actually have hunters in them. I actually haven't gotten that far. Yes, I know, I'm sorry. But I'm just happy that they're not in any of the numbered sequels that I've played. We have all three proofs. We now have a place to go. We've got both chemicals, so we're ready. We just need to get that Blue Eagle plate. Next time on Resident Evil Code Veronica X, we're going to head back to the picture room. We're going to use all three proofs. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get out of Rockfort Prison and go find Claire. So I will see you guys next time.